Present day. Present time.
Okay, we're gonna be reacting to Riley cheating, but before we get into that, I want to say that I live for the motto ABC. What does ABC mean? Always be cheating. How you think people succeed in life? Look at Michael Jackson, Donald Trump, Tom Brady. They all these every rich guy writes less money than they actually made so they could succeed. What do all these successful people have in common? They always cheat because you always got to be cheating in order to win. Now, Riley is no Tom Brady, so I can't really look up to her. She didn't get away with it, so yeah.
Accusations that have popped up. Riley CS posted a Battlefield highlight reel and it went viral. People immediately started calling cheats based on what they saw. In particular, the now infamous rock clip seems very suspicious to a lot of people, especially given what was said.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall.
Why would you say that? Oh my god, you're stupid. Why would you just say that?
Oopsie.
But checkmate, that is neither a rock nor a wall.
Every time you get called out, you deny. You know what? You don't even acknowledge. You just don't even read the comment. Just keep playing. That's #1 mistake.
It's a pile of debris if you actually look. In seriousness though, could we have just seen some genuine cheating? Yes, especially since, to my knowledge, cheats can be a lot subtler than you'd expect. But is this clip proof of cheating? I don't think so. And unfortunately, commentary on this clip alone is a damn mess. Claims on both sides of the argument are all jacked up about
Oh, come on. But that clip alone, you could already tell they were cheating.
this little snippet. Let's take it slow, step by step. Problem 1 is that flick.
Okay, first of all, how... You know, you can't fucking... You can't gaslight me that they weren't cheating. They were literally aiming through it, like through the mountain. They already knew they were there. How you... Okay, mate. Let's keep watching. Let's see what he justified. He has to be satire or trolling. There's no way you think that person is not cheating.
He's claimed to be locking onto someone through the wall, and Riley even says that's what happened.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall.
My issue is, I don't think the clip proves that even happened. What the hell do I mean? Well, this is where Riley flicked to. I haven't seen any evidence that there was actually a guy right there.
Yeah, but here's the thing. As soon as people started calling out, they started deleting all their VODs. So at that point, see, this is like, if you're gonna cheat in a game, the first thing you want to do is don't delete your bots. If you delete your bots, you're automatically admitting guilt without actually saying it.
Like, we know there's a guy somewhere behind that, but unless I'm missing something, there's no evidence that it actually snapped to him, which also actually brings us to a faulty.
The other thing, if you're cheating, why would you stream it? Wouldn't it be smarter to just put VODs so you can edit out the parts that look like you were cheating? Wouldn't that make more sense?
Counter-argument against cheating. There of course isn't any evidence that it did.
That's some Logan Paul type of cheating right there. Like, sheesh. Like, Logan Paul was an idiot with Crit to Zoo. By the way, Logan Paul, if you want me to help you get away with it, just hit me up. Give me a call. I'll teach you how to do it the right way.
Didn't snap directly onto the
Crypto Zoo, horrible disaster. But I don't say that. Other people say that about him.
Guy either. One explanation for what happened was that Riley saw a ping on the minimap, and so flicked over to that guy and overshot. When the flick happens, you can see there's a guy on C, and if you draw a straight line up, aim's not on him. Problem is, that's not the guy Riley's accused of locking onto to begin with. That ping appears to be this guy who was shot next.
I flicked straight at that guy through.
As you can see from his position on the minimap.
Oh, aim for the chest. I mean, I don't know. Some certain times it does make it hard for me to tell if they're cheating or not. I don't know. But they're aiming for the chest. I've noticed that they constantly aim for the chest, but isn't that something pretty normal? Well, I don't know. When I play shooter games, I usually kind of tend to aim, depend the recoil of the gun. I tend to aim for the hips or the feet, because if the gun has a lot of recoil, it's gonna start going up.
Minimap. When the lock-on
They must have, if they're not cheating, they must have like crazy ass accuracy. But I don't know, that first clip through the mountain, that looks really saucy. I'm not gonna lie.
Accusation is about this guy, who absolutely was somewhere behind that wall. We just don't have proof he was locked onto. There is a difference between something maybe looking suspicious and being solid proof. And speaking of suspicious things, some are claiming that what happens right after that flick is proof of shenanigans. How did Riley know that guy's right there? Now, bear in mind, I'm not a pro or anything. I was only ever intermediate at best, and Battlefield was never my game, but that looks like a pretty
I'll be honest, I never even played, well, I played Battlefield, like the really early ones, but I haven't played Battlefield in forever, ever since they decided to ban it, you know, on Linux.
normal corner approach to me. You'll also notice that the
That's EA's fault, though.
correction of the flick before the strafe does line up with where the ping was on the minimap. Aside from this being a natural corner approach, information that there was something in that direction was available. And additionally, while strafing past that wall, Riley goes too far. It's only after clear visual information is gained that the guy gets shot. And it wasn't exactly a challenging target. Immediately after this though, there's something else I've seen people find suspicious. I've seen it claimed that there is a one frame flick perfectly to the next target, as shown here. There are a couple issues with this claim though.
This video's so low quality. Is that a Twitter thing?
One, that ain't exactly a crazy flick. Two, it didn't happen. The micro flick.
Okay, so if they're using like some type of aimbot, can't you kind of like reduce the accuracy? Because I know friends of mine that used to cheat, and they told me that they could reduce how aggressive the aimbot could be to make it look less like cheating.
Flick actually totally missed the guy. Like, I personally wouldn't even call that
I'll be honest, I don't even care if they cheated or not. I just think this whole thing is funny.
close. No matter how suspicious it might seem to you, the concrete proof just ain't there. But one question remains.
But what do you think? How did he have any knowledge of these players?
You know, I don't respect this. I don't respect it because they didn't get away with cheating. If you can't get away with cheating, I can't look up to you. You're ruining the fun for me.
And why adjust his aim like he was ready for them coming around the rock?
And the answer is because it's a fucking enemy-controlled
Wait, it's a he? I thought it was a she. Oh, never mind. I think it is, right?
capture point. And more important than that, the game mode was king of the hill. Everyone is going for the same point. It's worth looking at the context of the clip as well, which is very easy to do. Even though there's hours and hours of VOD, there is a counter on screen, and it was only briefly on 49. After respawning, Riley was running to the point. Naturally, lines of sight to the point are checked during this run. An enemy is encountered and killed.
Doesn't this kind of prove my point that kernel level anti-cheat is kind of pointless? Wasn't I've talked about this so many times. Kernel level anti-cheat is not gonna stop cheaters. Cheaters will always find a way. This is so fucking retarded, dude.
Having
Well, if it's still in beta, so I'll give it a chance.
made noise, the direction of the point
Because I heard so many people complain that this game has like a huge cheater problem, and it's still in open beta. So I don't know. You would think that would be like the thing they focus the most.
that is controlled by the enemy is immediately checked. Just comes across as natural to me. Doesn't mean there's no cheating going on, but this clip ain't it. Something quickly as an aside I want to point out is that I haven't seen anyone noticing that Riley has terminal full-blown aims, which can be seen in a clip that was before that one in the compilation. When you spend a lot of time in aim trainers like Kovacs or Aim Labs,
I mean, like, is she using keyboard and mouse, or is he using keyboard and mouse, or he using freaking control? I think they're using mouse and keyboard because that's harder to do with mouse and keyboard. But like, I seen friends that put this shit like super like sensitive. Like they put the what do you call that? The little fucking hertz or whatever that you increase to make it faster. But I don't know. I don't really know if they're shitting or not. I mean, there's a few parts. I know he's talking against it, like they weren't cheating, but so far what I seen, it does seem like there's some sort of cheating going on.
also spend a lot of time having your aim centered in the middle of a wall and then jumping to targets. Check this out. Okay, wall spotted, and muscle memory kicks in. Right to the middle where no one is, then cleans up left and right. There is something wrong with this clip though, and that's you shouldn't get away with that. Those guys suck ass. Actual aim.
I mean, that's usually most of games. Like, in order to get to a good game, like when I used to play shooters with my friends, the only way to get into a good match that was kind of like a challenge. I don't know about Battlefield, but other games like COD, you have to be with like a couple good players, and the matchmaking will match you out with some decent players. If you're just there by yourself, you're just gonna usually get matched with some trash people.
Training target IQ. Back to the accusations though. Another kind of example people find very suspect is shooting at people in smoke, or even just seemingly snapping onto them. Like this that I saw might give someone pause.
Let's see. If we could spot them. I mean, you could spot that one down there.
You think so?
That one in front, he already saw them. Like when he was facing, he just decided not to shoot. And now they're to the side. That would make sense, so they'll go to that spot.
That sudden flick into smoke looks kind of cheaty, right? But there was obviously a guy in there, you could see him run in there, and the aim snapped to the center of where he could have come into visibility. That's not the clip people are calling out though, it's just one I found. Here's what people find sus. It's from an older montage from a previous title.
Okay. So, he already knows there's someone there, because I already saw it. Before the smoke already showed up, you could already tell there was a guy there.
Previous title.
See? You could already tell there was someone there.
But even here, first three guys.
Wait, hold up.
But even here.
Let's go back a little bit.
Here's what people find sus. It's from an older montage from a previous title.
Okay, so you already tell that guy is there. He's already pinged. Went to the left. I mean, there's a little red pin. There's another guy right here. Oh,
But
that's his team.
Even here, first three.
I don't know. The other side looked a little bit sus when he went like right here, but you could kind of see something right here. So is that what they're aiming at? I know there's a guy right here. Yeah, there was someone crouching right there. It's hard to really tell if they're cheating. I mean, right there you could tell, because then this started moving. That's the body,
But even
right?
here, first three guys are just visible. Then far from locking on.
I mean, yeah, those
onto
guys
the
are
smoke,
visible.
most of the shots miss. Seems like a reasonable place to blind fire. You put smoke somewhere for a reason. A figure on the floor was aimed at, and then a guy became visible. And he got
Yeah, I mean, that's usually what people do when they do smoke. They just crouch.
shot in the
This
leg.
is common sense, to be honest.
And then again, far from snapping on, the last target is overflicked, and then the aim is corrected, ending with another flick to check a corridor where no one actually was. I guess they don't make hacks like they used to. Let's check out one last clip I've seen pointed to.
Famous.
What other
Holy shit! That was fucking fast. Holy shit.
people see is apparently someone who's barely visible being locked onto with superhuman precision. What I see is a guy who would be much easier to see if you were actually playing the game and not watching a stream, being
Dude, this is making me want to play these type of games. I kind of miss them now.
completely missed with a flick. Like that's the wall, and he's not actually behind it, he's to the left. And then as you can see, the aim is corrected, partly with strafing, though not in time to get the kill. I can't tell you if cheating's involved or not, but if it is, it ain't this full.
I mean, there's a few parts that it does look like cheating, but like, I'm not really sure. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, the wall thing, yeah, but were they cheating the whole time?
On lock-on aimbot people are saying they see. That just isn't actually happening, or at least I haven't seen a clip of it. But I suspect that's not what people will be using on stream anyway, because you would get caught. You'd have.
Yeah, that's the thing I said earlier. If you're cheating, why would you just stream it? But I don't know. There's a lot of stupid people that do that. Like that girl last year, that her career pretty much ended for cheating. And she opened her tab. Like, she was pretty stupid to actually stream while cheating. So I don't know. You know, Weissman once told me that people aren't retarded. The internet just offers better opportunities.
Far more concrete clips than this. And I'm sorry, yes, there's every chance this person's a cheater, but if all those highlight clips to you look impossible and like cheating, there might be something to the claim that you just
I mean, it looks like a mix. Like some of them do, but then other ones don't really look like it. It's kind of hard to tell.
Suck. None of it's superhuman, even if there does turn out to be cheating assistants involved. More interesting to me is circumstantial stuff, like the fact they were banned sometime last year because a Twitch modder admin believed they were cheating.
Okay, if you think is incorrect, you may file an appeal. 180 days, most enforcement. Please know that abuse and appeal properly attempting to evade restriction placed on an account may result in additional penalties. 7-day suspension for cheating? Not even that bad.
Might be worth looking into. I personally couldn't find the alleged incident, and Riley claims to have been inactive for 2 weeks before it happened. I've seen evidence shown of Riley using HUD sight as well, which could be used to enable a crosshair overlay on the screen. And actually, yeah, I think if you use...
Yeah, but I don't feel like using a crosshair is really cheating, because you could do that in your monitor. Like, my monitor comes with a setting where you could put a crosshair in the middle and cheat it. People used to do that shit all the time in hardcore.
That in a game to have a crosshair all the time even when the game doesn't give you one to help, that's cheating.
Well, hey, if monitors come with that, why is it cheating? I think it's just
True epic gamers know to just enable that shit on their monitor. If you get your hands on them using that in a game where they shouldn't be, bam, done, cheater. Apparently there are some hidden VODs, which I find interesting. And what I find most interesting...
I mean, see that now that's the big argument right there. If she's hiding, is he or she or whatever, they, them, dolphin, whatever they are, if they're actually hiding their VODs or deleting them, then that's a quick giveaway that they're actually cheating. That's easy. So yeah, that confirms it. They are cheating. That they're admitting guilt pretty much.
Of all is that someone called Enclave Emily, who is claiming to be a former cheat dev, says they will be putting out an expert analysis video. Judging by their voice, we're going to be getting some trans-on-trans violence.
The Fallout show on Amazon Prime is not a good show. It's a show that suffers.
They're getting a tranocide. No, I'm horrible. I should stop making jokes. I'm horrible.
From inherent issues, most of them intentional, others not so much.
If they're legit, it's going to be incredibly interesting to find out what you actually have to look for to catch cheaters nowadays. If they're a faker, I think it'll probably be really, really funny. Win-win. Anyway, that's all for today.
I mean, it's pretty obvious they're cheating. If they're deleting their bots or hiding it, that just gives it away as cheating. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and comment and tell me what you think. Also, I will leave his video in the description so you guys could check it out. And I'm gonna leave you with a speech. And until next time, later. Peace.
Today, have a good one.
What does Tom Brady do after breaking the rules? Deny and subvert. Yeah! Yeah, what would Tom Brady say if he got caught shoplifting? Everybody shoplifts, why are you coming down on me? Yeah! You're Tom Brady, Cartman. And that new principal in there is the football commissioner trying to dictate his punishment to you. And what happens when an invulnerable cheater comes up against an elitist corporate dictator? Perfect storm of hypocrisy that everyone in the country has to deal with for months on end. Yeah! You're right, guys. I'm gonna Tom Brady this thing. Yeah! I'm gonna say, you're not giving me 4 days of detention. You're only giving me 1. Yeah! No, to hell with that. You're giving me no days detention. And then I'm gonna go home and fuck my hot wife, who's not even that hot, kinda looks like a dude. Yeah!